Yo, what's up? What's going on, guys? Zach or Mortal Resistance here, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're going over the top 5 guns in Black Ops 3's beta. Sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's get right into it. Alright, so starting us off here at the number 5 spot is the Man O' War Assault Rifle. Now this is definitely a solid weapon. It's definitely a weapon that I would recommend to new players in the game because you do unlock it at a very low level. Now the one downside to this weapon is it has a very slow fire rate compared to the better assault rifles like the M8A7 or the ARC or ARK, however you'd like to pronounce that, and that makes for a big difference in close range to medium range gunfights, especially in this game where it seems like gunplay is a big factor of how well you're going to be doing in a game. Even if you're playing an objective-based game mode, those gunfights are really key. And using something like the Man O' War, say on a map like Combine, that's a little bit smaller, is going to result in you probably dying a lot more than you'd like to because of that slower fire rate. Weapons like the Razorback or other ARs are going to be able to outgun that thing pretty easily. Alright, next up, coming in at the number 4 spot, we've got the Brm Light Machine Gun, or LMG. Now, it's not too often that we see LMGs or heavy weapons being able to compete with the better weapons in the game, the stronger assault rifles, the stronger SMGs, but the BRM in this case, it's a special situation because this weapon is actually very solid, and I feel like there's not too many people who want to jump into the game and immediately use a light machine gun. However, this baby, it actually kills pretty fast. The recoil is like next to none. It's not noticeable whatsoever. Throw on a red dot and it's even easier to use, and obviously as you build it up more, extended mags, rapid fire, things like that you can throw on there. It's going to make it way easier to use, way more fun to use as well. You know, you already got 75 bullets in a clip. For starters, throwing extended mags, that thing's like a mini turret in your hands that you're walking around with, and it honestly, it works well in pretty much every situation. I'd say it does the worst in close quarter combat and close range situations, but it's still usable nonetheless. And then obviously it's an LMG, medium to long range situations is where it really excels, and honestly, just overall, this is a solid weapon. It's very usable, very fun to use, and I definitely encourage you new players to try this bad boy out once you get your hands on the beta. Now, coming in at the number 3 spot, we have the ARC-7, or the ARK-7, and this is actually the first assault rifle you get when you open up the game. This is the first unlocked assault rifle, and it is a very solid weapon. Personally, I think it's best when you add something like extended mags, fast mags, and quick draw. Quick draw is a big deal in this game. If you're able to get that first shot off, it's gonna 9 times out of 10 be you who's winning the gunfight, unless of course they're shooting you in the head or they have a weapon that's like a one-shot, two-shot, or a specialist of some sort. But honestly, 9 times out of 10, when you're landing the first few bullets, you're going to be winning that gunfight. And something like quick draw on a weapon as strong and as solid as the ARC-7, it's going to be helping out a lot. The recoil on this bad boy, you can notice it more in long range situations, but it's honestly not too bad. It does kill pretty quickly in every sort of situation, and this is an assault rifle that I feel like you can definitely use in close range situations when needed. It's definitely a solid weapon in close quarters combat. Obviously, SMGs are really meant for those, but this one definitely can compete when needed, and it's a very solid weapon, very good weapon to be starting off with when you're just jumping into the game. Coming in this time at the runner-up spot, the number 2 spot is the Razorback SMG. Not only is its name just awesome sounding, this weapon is a very good SMG. You unlock it at level 7, so it doesn't take too long to get it, and once you get it, you feel like a complete monster when you're using this bad boy in game. It's definitely best in close to medium range situations, that's why it's an SMG, but it does have some range on this. The recoil, definitely not too noticeable, and you can get some pretty long distance kills, long range kills with this thing. If you're able to land those shots, the enemies aren't bouncing around with their thrusters and whatnot. Obviously, it's going to be much easier. The fire rate on this thing, it's nothing crazy. It's nothing like a P90 or a PP Bison or something like that. It's a little more steady, but it still kills pretty quickly, and close range combat with this thing is going to be easy. Boom, done. You get the kill, you're out of there, going on to the next one. Definitely a solid weapon, and I highly recommend using the Razorback as soon as you get it. And finally, coming in at the number 1 spot as the best weapon in the Black Ops 3 beta is the M8A7 assault rifle. Now, if you guys remember from Black Ops 2, the M8A1, Just imagine that and put it in Black Ops 3. This is exactly what it is. The M8A7 is the M8A1 in a more futuristic form. It's still a 4-round burst assault rifle, and this thing can one burst for days. This weapon you can honestly use in close to medium range combat, close to medium range situations extremely well because you get so many 1 to 2 bursts, and you can fire this gun very, very quickly, back to back, very rapidly, and it's a ton of fun to use. It's a super strong weapon. This honestly is a weapon that I could see them toying around with the damage levels, decreasing it a little bit, increasing it a little bit, messing around with it to see what really fits the liking of the players, because as of right now, this is definitely one of the strongest weapons in the game. You do unlock it at level 28, which was the level cap up until a little bit ago at the time of recording this commentary, but yeah, it's like level 27 or 28 that you unlock it at, but once you do get it, it's a ton of fun to use, very solid weapon. Throw on something like extended mags, fast mags, red dot. It's just really, really good in all honesty. The sights on it, the general iron sights, they're very similar to the M8A1s from Black Ops 2, which personally I'm not a big fan of, so I like to use a reticle on there. I like to throw on red dot or ACOG, something like that, but that's all personal preference, and that's going to wrap it up for this episode of Top 5 Best Guns in Black Ops 3's beta. Let me know what you guys thought of it. If you guys thought differently, be sure to let me know down in the comments below what you guys think the top 5 guns are. I'll be looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say. And on that note, that's going to do things for this video. As always, I've been Zach or Mortal Resistance. I'll catch you guys next time. Stay happy, stay positive, and have an awesome rest of your day. Peace out.